Sports Gaming Universe.
Hello and welcome to Sports Gaming Universe channel here on YouTube, and welcome back to the Joe Broadway Road to the Show series here in MLB 14 The Show on the PS4. Joe Broadway trying to work his way into an everyday starting spot with the Arizona Diamondbacks, having a little resistance with that because he has players that are higher rated than him on the roster. Prado at third base, obviously Goldschmidt at first, which is his second position, but he will take all the playing time he can get. So he gets a chance to crack the lineup here in Chicago, and he'll take some batting practice here and hope to hone that home run swing, hit some Broadway bombs out into the stands there for the fans who showed up early, and he does hit one right there. So he is ready, like I said, to hop into the lineup tonight and see what he can do to help out the Diamondbacks, who are now 2 games below 500. And they had kind of a hot start the first 10 games or so, and then it tailed off, and to the point they are below 500. So they got to work on that as a team. And they're down 4-1 in the fourth here, so already we've got issues. But Joe Broadway hits this very high and deep to left center field. Oh, it got out of here. It's a Broadway bomb. It was kind of a high towering fly ball. I really didn't know if it would get in the seats or not, but it does carry out of here. That is his third of the season, and he will take him anytime he can get him. Circling the bases and getting 30 points for a great at-bat. We're going to see a replay of Joe Broadway's swing that led to the home run. And as you see, it was high in the air. It was not a no-doubter. He ran this out. But it gets in the jet stream there, whatever you want to call it. As you see, the flags are blowing out. And I guess he hit it to the right part of the ballpark to take it on out over the fence. So he's got that home run, but they're down 6-3 in the 8th, looking for something more. That's a base hit past the second baseman. Runner is going to stay at second, and that's pretty smart because he would have been thrown out easily at third. But it's 15 points for more solid contact and another base hit. So he has 2 hits on this day being inserted into the lineup, and that's feeling good. But it's a 6-6 game in the 9th, and he's got another hit. This one to right. Will they send the runner home? Here he comes around third. He is toast. He was thrown out by a mile, but they were trying to get that go-ahead run. Joe Broadway gets 3 hits, but he cannot get that go-ahead RBI. That's frustrating for the Diamondbacks, as they could really use a win today. And as we go forward in the game, we find out the White Sox go ahead and take it in the bottom of the 9th, and they win the game 8-6. Must have been a walk-off homer. So that is not what we were looking for as a team. But Joe Broadway gets 3 hits for himself, and he thinks it's maybe a good time to ask to be hitting higher up in the lineup. Can't find anyone to move down in the order, so I'll need you to keep giving me quality at-bats from your current spot. Okay, well, it was worth a try. You always got to ask when it shows up there as an option, right? The Diamondbacks go on home to host the San Francisco Giants next up, and they're kind of down on their luck. 23-36, not a good start. That's worse than ours. And Broadway finds himself in the lineup again. He's going to hit this ball pretty well to right center, but as that ball carried out in Chicago, this one dies out in right center and will not get him a hit. So Broadway does move the runner up from second to third, and he sees 6 pitches in the at-bat, so he gets a good at-bat rating, but he is 0 for 4 on the day. No hits in that bat today of Joe Broadway's, so he'll have to wait till the next time out, and we'll have to see. I don't know, he's getting more playing time, and I'm not exactly sure why that is. We've got contact versus left-handers that is on a downward path there, so we're going to want to work that in. But we've got another game against the Giants, and he's in the lineup again. Okay, so something's going on that he's playing every day at third base for the last few games at least. He is going to hit this one out to right, so he does have a hit. Going to get on base with a solid base knock right there. With the increased playing time, he's just trying to make sure he can keep that average right around or above 300 as he goes. They're down 6-2 in the 9th. That liner is caught by Broadway as he catches that before it hits the ground. And we're going to see a replay. Hit right at him, basically. But he makes a nice play to stab this and not even have to throw over because he caught it on the fly. So Broadway records an out in the field. It is going to be a 1-for-4 game. You saw it, the one hit he had. And Madison Baumgartner gets the win over the Diamondbacks here today. We fall another game below 500. Not good. So we're going to try to give it another shot against the Giants again in the lineup. I keep forgetting to look to see what's happening. I didn't get a notification or anything like that as to why this might be. Obviously, Prado is still in the lineup. I'm assuming maybe he's injured in some way or another. Broadway's going to hit this to center field. I don't think it's a problem. It is hit deep out there, but not deep enough to get it out of this ballpark. So he gets 11 points for a solid contact, but the Giants winning 3-1. Solid play at third base, getting the routine plays down and throwing people out. So that's what you want to see in the field. Just hold down the position, be solid out there. But it looks like it's going to be another loss for the Diamondbacks. They drop it 3-1. And Broadway is 0-for-3 on the day. So a little bit of struggle since that 3-hit game. Trying to get things going, and it hasn't happened. So here you go. Prado is indeed injured. He is on the DL, and it looks like he's got about 10 days remaining there. So for the foreseeable future, until Prado gets over that hamstring injury, Broadway will be holding down that third base spot. And he's going to charge this one and come up throwing. Gets another play in the books there. The runner does get to third behind him there. I don't know even if he would have gotten back to the bag if they'd had a chance at him at all. So he does move up on the play. Broadway 0-for-3, continuing this bit of a slide he's going on. As I think you just saw there, dipped below 300 for the first time in a long time, if forever. But this is going to help. This is hit to the gap in right center. It's going to score a run and get Joe Broadway a double. So he needed that. Just something to shake the cobwebs off and get this recent cold streak over with. They do not complete the comeback. The Rockies win the game 7-6, but Broadway at least gets the double and RBI to help his cause. So we're going to once again go and ask for the chance to be moved up. And this time he says yes after we're struggling. Now he's going to move us up? Go figure. I don't know. Can you make any sense of it? I can't.
Matt Vasgersian here as the guys and I bring you closer to first pitch on the MLB pregame show with tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Joe Broadway is our man to watch, having been bumped up a bit in the lineup for this game. We've been hearing from scouts and coaches alike about his improvements at the plate, so we'll see how he responds.
And I know that there are some players who will tell you it doesn't matter where they hit in the lineup. They just want to play. Just want a chance. I'll tell you, it matters. They're obviously looking for him to create a little more offense. Get on base, drive in runs, or basically cause havoc for opposing pitchers. From everything I've heard about and seen from this guy, he's very capable of doing that.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show.
So you come through with a 3-hit game and you ask your manager to move you up in the lineup. They say they can't find room. You go 0-for-3, 0-for-4, and then finally 1-for-4, something like that. And he says, yeah, I'll move you up. Okay, manager logic there for you. I'm not understanding, but we'll gladly take it. And I think we're even hitting cleanup today with Joe Broadway. He falls behind 0-2, fouls off a pitch, and then the next pitch he sees, he rips to right center. That's going to go to the fence, and he should have another extra base hit here. That extra base power coming back around. Maybe that little bump in the lineup and that confidence boost he got from the manager doing that has found its way into his game here. So even an 0-2 pitch isn't going to get him down. He's going to come back and drill that to right center and get on with a double. So maybe that confidence can be tracked back to moving him up in the lineup. I don't know. We'll see. 6th inning, still scoreless. Runner taking off, and that ball's hit right where the second baseman was. The guy coming around second gets a little confused. He does eventually move up to third. I'm not sure why he didn't just go immediately to third base, but we got the same thing accomplished. Goldschmidt finally does move himself up to third base. On the hit and run, the next batter got Goldschmidt home, and we get a chance for another one. Base hit up the middle. Here comes the throw. Broadway is going to slide and be safe. He scores the second run for the Diamondbacks, and they've finally broken through this scoreless tie in these last couple at bats. Good job for the Diamondbacks, being resilient here. So Broadway comes up again, is now 2 for 3. And it is a 4-0 game in the 7th, and he rips this to center. Yes, he's got another hit. Great job. Runner going to third will be there with a head-first slide. So once again, moving a runner from first to third, this time with a solid knock. So he ends this game with 3 hits, and the manager has to be happy here in a 5-0 win. They've been short on wins lately, and they do go ahead and get one. So there you go. Broadway gets the vote of confidence being moved up in the lineup. Now, obviously, this is until Prado gets back, so he wants to keep this momentum going and keep a lasting impression for the manager here, even when he does maybe lose his spot back. But all is going well here now. He's got things right. He's hitting .333, and it's looking good moving forward. Let's see what he can do with the rest of his time with Prado out. When we come back, we'll see you next time for more Joe Broadway. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and join the SGU team. Like the SGU Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. Go ahead and subscribe to SGU here on YouTube so you don't miss daily videos. And last but not least, follow us on Twitch for live streaming goodness.